Poli is a festive delicacy and is made during most festivals like Diwali and Ganesh Chaturthi. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you all how to prepare this tasty delicacy. Let's check out the recipe. Here I'm using Chiroti rava for preparing Puran Poli. Puran Poli tastes really good when it is prepared using Chiroti rava because the outer coating will be very thin. Add salt to taste, then I add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Turmeric powder gives very good color for Puran Poli. Mix salt and turmeric powder together in the Chiroti rava. Then add water little by little. As you keep adding water, the rava soaks water and tends to become sticky. So here you can see that Chiroti rava has become sticky and turned into a dough. Now to bring the dough together, I will add 2 teaspoons of sunflower oil. Always use oil without any odor. Sunflower oil will be the best option. So here I've brought the dough together. Now let this remain for some time. Cover this with a damp cloth and keep it aside. To prepare the filling, I'm using chana dal. Wash chana dal 2 to 3 times in water. I've used 1 cup of chana dal. Here I will not be soaking chana dal. I will directly cook chana dal in the pressure cooker for 4 whistles. So here I've taken sufficient quantity of water in the pressure cooker. I'm adding chana dal into it. Pressure cook this for 4 whistles. Let the pressure release on its own. Once the pressure is released, you can open and check. Chana dal is cooked fine. You can strain the water from the chana dal and allow it to cool down because we will have to grind this in the mixer jar. To prepare the jaggery syrup, for 1 cup of chana dal, I'm using 1 cup of jaggery. Here I'm using reddish brown jaggery, which is good for the Puran Poli because this gives real good color for the Puran. Do not use jaggery with dark color. So reddish brown jaggery will be the best option. Here we are melting the jaggery mainly to remove the dust particles and sand particles if any. Now add very little quantity of water because we will have to grind the chana dal with the jaggery syrup and we have to grind it into a thick smooth paste. Now here the chana dal is cooled down. I will put this into the mixer jar and I'm grinding this with the jaggery syrup. I will also add 1 teaspoon of dry ginger powder, which gives a very good aroma and flavor. Then I add a pinch of salt to balance the taste. So here you can see that I've grinded this into a thick smooth paste. We will use this for the filling. Now keep this aside. Take a small portion of the dough. Here you can use either a thick plastic sheet or a butter paper. You can also use aluminium foil for spreading the dough. Here I will apply some oil on the tip of my fingers and I will spread the dough into a small circular sheet for keeping the filling in the center of the sheet. Here I will not be using the flour for dusting because that will increase the thickness of the outer coating. So here I've taken this big size of the filling. I'm keeping it in the center of the sheet and then now I will cover the filling with the dough. So here you can cover the dough from all the 4 sides. Since the dough is very thin and sticky, you can cover it very easily. So make sure you cover the filling properly with the dough. So once you cover from all the sides, you can just take the filling and check in your hand if there is any filling which is not covered properly. The dough is sticky, so you can stretch it and cover that portion with the dough. So here I will be just stretching the dough and covering the uncovered portion, which is very easy because the dough is very sticky and thin here. Now we will flatten this into a circular sheet. So initially I will apply some oil on the tip of my finger and then I'll flatten it slowly into a small circular sheet. Further I will flatten it using a roll pin. So you can apply some oil on the roll pin and then flatten it into a thin circular sheet. So make it as thin as possible, but be careful not to tear the sheet, the outer portion of the dough. So here I'm flattening it as thin as possible because Puran Poli tastes really good when you flatten it as thin as possible. So here I will apply some oil on the tawa. I've brought this to medium hot. Then I will reduce the flame between low to medium and apply some ghee over it. You can either cook it with oil or ghee. So here, whenever you are using oil, the Puran Poli will not become very hard. If you apply ghee and cook, the Puran Poli will become hard because ghee tends to solidify in the room temperature. So whenever you're cooking it with ghee, eat Puran Poli hot, or when you're eating, heat it and then you can enjoy it with ghee. So here I will cook on both the sides until it turns slightly golden brown in color. So here you can see I will apply some ghee on both the sides and then I will slowly cook this. So here it is slightly golden brown in color. Since it is little dry, I will apply some more ghee on it. If you're cooking it with oil, sunflower oil will be the best option. So please cook Puran Poli. If you're using sunflower oil, cook this with sunflower oil. So our tasty Puran Poli is ready to be served. You can transfer this into the serving plate. Now, tips to remember while preparing this recipe would be: always use Chiroti rava, which will be a good option for preparing Puran Poli. Do not soak chana dal. You can instantly prepare Puran Poli by pressure cooking chana dal for 4 whistles. For 1 cup of chana dal, I'm using 1 cup of jaggery. Always use reddish brown jaggery, which gives a very good color for puran. Add a pinch of salt while grinding the puran to balance the taste. Cook Puran Poli between low to medium flame because the outer coating is very thin. So try preparing Puran Poli in this manner and let me know how it turned out. If you like the recipe, please like, share and subscribe my channel. I'll be back with a new recipe in my next video. Until then, take care and have a good day.